All right, I do want to document damage to my personal property in the same way when I walked into my apartment a couple months ago and the entity left my front door open. I also walked into my apartment and my front door was left unlocked. These are all threats that the entity poses while it is, again, engaging in what is terrorism in the state of California, which is going to be prosecuted for. So I want to document I did not kick my television. I didn't put a hammer to it. I did not vacuum, because that's the only thing that I use. I heavily vacuum in my apartment, but I'm not vacuuming and causing any damage. So I want to document this damage that my personal property is suffering. This is the same entity that damaged my vehicle. This is the same entity that stole my previous vehicle in 2019. The Ontario Police Department that's engaged in a terrorist organization that engaged in color of authority in order to engage in theft with the people of the state, Bill and Wags, who are still going to federal prison, like I told them. And I'm documenting Bill and Wags while the entity is still engaged in the pattern of conduct that they were engaging in with the state when they stole my car, that they knew I was sleeping in day and night while the fake sun and the entity was stalking in helicopter, flying over my car day and night. Bill and Wags, who also engaged in criminal summoning. Like I said, I'm going to digress, but they're going to federal prison. And this is the same pattern of conduct. The people of the state coming into my apartment and damaging my personal property. These are the demon possessed that are exceedingly hostile. And this is, again, the threat that you are faced with when you are exposing what a government is engaging in. So I want to document this. This is damage to my personal property. It's no small thing. And this is a threat to your life while the federal government is literally sleeping on what I'm exposing, and my life remains subject to a threat on an ongoing basis. And this is the type of things that happen. Breaking into my vehicle are the types of things that happen. Being kidnapped and criminally defamed in facilities, which is where I remained on this day in 2022, kidnapped because the federal government not responding to what it is that I've exposed. And this is the threat to your life, your liberty, your personal property, which the government has no right. And it is the government. The people of the state having access to my apartment is a threat to my life. Speaker companies is the state having access to my apartment and my personal property, okay? Engaging in what is ongoing threat to my well-being and my existence. And this damage to my personal property, which I did not inflict, doing so. And I'm going to make sure I catalog every aspect of it, because this is what targeted individuals are subject to. And they don't even know what's going on. And they may or may not even speak to it, if they even have a voice, which likely they do not, because the entity goes to not only taking the lives of American citizens that are subject to this pattern of conduct by the state and the people of the state, but also if they don't end up taking their own lives, engaging in this psychological torture, engaging in these sorts of communications of threat, damaging your property. In doing so, I'm coming home and my personal property is just damaged, or coming home like I documented and my front door is just sitting wide open, coming home and my front door is unlocked. All right, coming out of the gym and my vehicle has been broken into, stealing my license and my social security card. While you know exactly every aspect of my life, doing that only to communicate a threat. That's the purpose of it, because you know there's no money. They know everything. They know when my panties are up and down. They're only engaging in to communicate a threat, and it's a real threat. And this is, again, the threat that you are subject to by the state. And I want to be clear, the entity that's engaging in this is the entity, the people of the state that, again, it is relevant to Heather Till, Carla Lopez, speaker companies, the people of the state who are group stalking, coming into my private space and engaging in what is damaged because they're hostile. This is directly relevant to how Dominic Choi is going to be treated under federal law. This is directly relevant to how the terrorist organization, the LAPD, are going to be treated under federal law, while I'm exposing them. The people of the state are in their shoes, engaging in the bidding of a corrupt government while they're all demon-possessed, hostile, because I'm telling their secrets about how they bow down to Satan, and Satan is not going to help them in federal court. It's not going to help them at all. All right, it's P.O.C. It's currently 6:39 p.m. This is damage to personal property. This is within the pattern of conduct, damaging my vehicle, theft of my vehicle, all right? Engaging in what is ongoing criminal acts of obstruction of justice to their own demise. To their own demise. This is revealing the mental illness of the demon-possessed population that is surrounding you wherever you're at, by the way, surrounding you. Because we are not covered by a natural environment. That's a light source over you. And it is opening your eyes with regard to the condition of those who surround you and the significance of their behavior. And they get more aggressive and more hostile the more you become aware of it and speak out against it, like I'm doing. It is currently 6:39 p.m. I just wanted to specifically document that. This is evidence against the people of the state who are going to be prosecuted. This is a threat. This is a threat to your life and your well-being. While the entity is monitoring you, communicating threats, telling me you better not speak to and about the fact that they're demons and they're group stalking. That's tantamount to what the employee warning notice states. You're going to federal prison for that. The ongoing harms that I've suffered, the invasion of privacy, the sex offense, the ongoing terrorism, the violation of quiet enjoyment, the ongoing inherent harassment by an entity that is group stalking, that is also coming into my apartment, my private space, and damaging my personal property. It is currently, again, 6:40 p.m. This is P.O.C.